Okay, hello everyone. Um, this video is all about the 21-day Teacher Entrepreneur Challenge, and I'm here with James Liu, the creator of the challenge. Thank you so much for jumping on this interview with me today.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah, this is my pleasure.
Great. So could you please introduce yourself to our listeners and tell them about you, where you're from, and a little bit about what inspired you to create the 21-day Teacher Entrepreneur Challenge?
Sounds good. Yeah. For those of you who are not familiar with my background, my name is James Liu. I'm originally from China. Grew up there and came to the United States, after college about 15 years ago now. And since then, I've been working, studying and working in the US. I did my PhD, my postdoc, got my MBA, and stayed in academia for about 10 years doing a lot of research, and then transitioned to management consulting a few years ago, working with corporates about their marketing, pricing, sales strategies, and got into this field. And about 2018, late 2018, I started working with my own teachers, English teachers online, because at that moment they had some problem with pricing with students. I think that's the year where a lot of companies came into this industry and they had to reduce their price, and they were not getting many students. So I wanted to help kind of working on their marketing, their pricing, sales, all that. And we got some results. That was really the inspiration for me to start a business, helping more teachers out there. And actually, they encouraged me, "Hey, James, why don't you have more teachers? There are so many other teachers that suffering right now." So that's what I did. Left my job and started this business in 2019. So in the entire year of 2019, I was focusing on helping teachers one-on-one. I got almost 40 one-on-one clients in that year to help them with their business. And then in 2020, January 2020, that was the first round of 21 challenge, kind of a shift from one-on-one coaching to group coaching, because I know group coaching always can allow you to help more people. So we launched the 21-day Teach Entrepreneur Challenge in January 2020. It was a success. Teachers loved it. Then we want to continue. And since then, now we're in March, 2022. So it's been over 2 years now. We've graduated, I think, between 2,700 to 2,900. I haven't counted for a while now. Yeah, so, and we have a lot of graduates. We have over 550 five-star reviews on the website. So, and I think it really helped a lot of teachers go independent and start looking for students online. And I think, Rachel was part of the challenge last month. Probably Rachel can share her experience with the challenge too. I think we're making a lot of differences with the challenge, because not only the challenge giving the teachers the basics and the foundation to actually start looking for students, also help them shift their mindsets, really starts looking themselves as a different person and not just a teacher anymore, also teach entrepreneur. So I think that's what I like about the Teach Entrepreneur Challenge. So I think this answers your question, right?
Yes, yes, it does. Thank you. And for anyone who is new to our channel, I started teaching English online back in 2016. I taught English in China first. I moved to China in 2010 to start teaching English. So that's something that we both have in common. And then in 2016, I moved to teaching English online to Chinese students. And I did that for 5.5 years. And it's what allowed me to become a digital nomad and start really traveling full time, which was always a dream of mine, being able to work remotely from anywhere in the world. And then, in last year, that all came crashing down when China banned online tutoring. So that really changed the game for a lot of online English teachers, because during those 5.5 years that I was teaching with VIP Kid, I started having people come ask me, you know, how did you become a digital nomad? How are you able to earn money while you travel? And so I told them about teaching English online. And I even started an online course and coaching program to help people become a digital nomad by teaching English online. But a big part of that was the platforms based in China. And, you know, to be honest, I actually found you back in 2019, I believe it was, right after you launched your ebook. And that was my first introduction to you. And, you know, it was all about how to earn $100 an hour teaching English online. And to be honest, at first I was a little bit skeptical because that's a big jump to go from earning, you know, $20 an hour to $100 an hour or even more. And but over time, you know, I was on your email list and I kept following you. And then I kept seeing more and more people having results and really loving the 21-day challenge. So back in the fall, when China banned online tutoring, you know, it made me realize that it's not a good idea to be relying on platforms, that you have more control over your situation and your income by becoming an independent teacher. And for anyone who's been following me for any length of time, they know that I always teach people that there are 3 ways to teach English online. The first way is with platforms that provide a curriculum and basically give you a script to follow, but they also determine your pay rate. Like, you have no control over that. Then the second way is with platforms that I call create a profile platforms. And they are basically online teacher marketplaces where you create a profile and then the students, the learners, go through and search through the profiles of teachers. And you have more control in that situation. You can set your own rates, but most of these platforms don't give you any sort of like curriculum or anything like that to follow. That's totally up to you. But then they provide the marketing and recruit students and get students on the platform. And so they take a cut from your earnings for those services. Then the third way is to become an independent teacher, like independent of any of these platforms, where you create a program, you provide your own curriculum, but then you also have to do your own marketing and kind of wear multiple hats, creating your own business in order to get your own students. And so I know that a lot of people in our audience used to also teach with platforms based in China. And so those new regulations really just came out of nowhere for a lot of people. And some people are still struggling to find another source of income. So what advice do you have for those people?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it has been tough for teachers who used to make a pretty decent income working with these Chinese companies. And I remember that was in August, September last year. And we had the largest group in the challenge ever. We got like 150 people.
Wow.
In the August and September challenges, because things happened because of the things happened in China. And similarly, a lot of teachers just realized, that's not a full-time job, right? That's not something like reliable or even secure for them to work with any of these companies. So they start looking for alternatives. And for those of teachers who got affected, right, just back to these 3. So if you still want to stay in teaching, right, I have some advice. But if you are thinking about something else, do it, go for it. If you don't feel like teaching is what you want to continue, right, just do something else. There are many other gigs, right, you can do to make a good living if you want to do that. But if you want to stay in teaching, I would say there are short-term solutions and long-term solutions, right? I think short-term solution is, you need to bring food to your table tomorrow, right? So then what you need to do right now to get some income, I would say back to the the 3 ways of teaching, right? The 3 options. Now, try to find another company. I do know there are other companies are still recruiting, and the whole process can be really quick. You can get interviewed, and next week you can start getting students. The pay is not good, of course, right? The pay is not good, but if you need to survive, and that's something you need to do first, right? That's a short-term solution, just to try to find another job to replace, right? And to continue so you can survive. A long-term solution, while you're doing that, you can actually survive. Then you can think about, okay, it doesn't matter which company you work with, one day it's going to happen, right? Something going to happen, like what happened with the Chinese company. No company going to stay there forever. You cannot rely on that for the rest of your life, right? Short-term solution, you work with them, try to survive, and long-term solution, you want to thrive. What else you can do to get you more stable, secure income. What I would recommend for that end will be looking into teaching more independently, because you do have a control over everything. And I always tell teachers this example, very, very straightforward. Just people don't see it this way, right? You work with the company, for example, you, right, Rachel, you work with the VIPK for so many years. Boom, you lost everything.
Right.
Everything you built in the past years, working with the company, the reviews, connections, right? And everything, the profile, everything you work with, you have with this company just disappeared. Boom, disappeared. Poof. Right? Poof, right? But working with your own business, going independently, every minute, every penny you put in, gonna generate return. Not right away, but eventually. Every connection you make, every contact you make, every lead you generate, everything you do with your business, is yours. Is yours, right? You are working for yourself. So that's a long-term solution. It won't give you a lot of results right away. You can't rely on it. If you are not making any money right now, you cannot rely on having your own business to generate a decent income next month, but it takes some time, but it will get you the return, because we're helping so many teachers, and we know as long as you being consistent, as long as you are working on your business, right, you will get results at the end. And actually, it's an exponential curve. That's what we're telling people, exponential curve, right? It's flat at first, the first few weeks, nothing. Then you start seeing things picking up. After 2 years, boom, you're seeing, oh my God, everything I did in past 2 years, I'm here, right? So short-term solution, find something that allow you to survive, right? The companies, or you can even go to the marketplace, as Rachel said, right? The platforms, just quickly generate some income. And long-term solution is really the only long-term solution is being more independent with your own business and getting your own students.
Right, exactly. Because once you figure out how to generate leads, how to find prospective students, once you've got that system down, it's repeatable. You can just rinse and repeat again and again. And if you want to take a month off, then don't try to recruit any prospective students. If you have a month where, maybe your income is a bit more in flux and you need to earn a little bit more that month, then just put more time and energy into recruiting those students. You have complete control over everything. Exactly. Yes. And so that is what inspired me to join the 21-day challenge, because back in the fall, as I said, I realized that, it's really not a good idea to have all of your income eggs in one basket. And that was a really great example of why, because you can get the rug pulled out from under you at any moment, and you don't have any control over the situation. And for me personally, I don't want to ever be in that kind of situation again, where someone else has control over my ability to earn money and continue traveling and living as a digital nomad. So let's talk a little bit about the 21-day challenge. Could you just give us an introduction to what it's all about and who it's for, and what the 21-day challenge can help teachers achieve?
Absolutely. Yeah, so the 21-day challenge, as is indicated in the name, it lasts 21 days. It lasts 21 days. And right now we're hosting it every month. So there always a round of 21-day challenge starts on the first day of each month. And we have the next round on April 1st. So it lasts 21 days. And in these 21 days, you will be working with me and my team in a group. And we're sharing the training, the resources in a group. And we're doing live Q&As to help you answer questions. And every day you receive a video. Then you're gonna watch the video, do the work. Then you go to the group, ask questions, to answer questions, make sure you understand. So we break everything to pieces. So I could have just showed you everything at once, Rachel, but we actually break them down into 21 days. It's more manageable because a lot of things we teach is new to teachers and can be overwhelming, right? And throughout the 21 days, in week 1, we focus on the foundation of your business. We help you understand niche teaching, think about your niche, your messages, your programs, make sure they're aligned, hypothetical alignments, foundation, and then you move on to week 2. In week 2, it's a very intensive. You're gonna learn a lot about marketing, how to market yourself, how to position yourself, how to make posts using content marketing, how to do marketing on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Clubhouse, a lot of things covered in week 2, all about marketing. So we use marketing to test your business idea. That's what we do in week 2. And week 3 is about the vision. Okay, now you have foundation, you marketing, what you need to do to move forward, how to develop your analytical skills on day 16, how to observe, understand the feedback, and then what's the path to move forward, how you're gonna expand, how you're gonna grow your business. That's all covered in week 3. So I think we have everything covered in the 21 challenge. If you are trying to understand how this works and how can you get students, we actually got, there are teachers get students even before they finish. I think there were probably 2 to 3 teachers in your group last month actually got students before they finish. So some people can get really quick results, but most teachers don't get students right away, but they get students in a month or so by just trying, by following the same training. So that's what 21 challenge. And I think it's really for teachers who are considering this option of going independent, having your own business, right? It doesn't matter if you are a traditional teacher, who have been teaching for years, or non-traditional teacher like Rachel just got into teaching because you like this lifestyle. It's totally fun. And also it's for teachers probably never taught online. Now we have teachers never taught online. They want to move from in-person to online teaching. They don't know anything about it. That's also for you if that is your case. And I think just even for teachers don't know if this is what I want, right? Join the 21 challenge to see what you need to do in order to make a business successful, and you're gonna find a lot of answers to your questions as well in the 21 challenge.
Right, exactly. And as you mentioned, and I mentioned, I went through the 21-day challenge in February, and I absolutely loved it. And, as I said, I had already been following you for 2 years and had been on your email list and had saw several other success stories. And what it was that encouraged me to finally join was at the end of January, you sent out an email with the subject line, "Are you a tiger?" Because this is the year of the tiger. And I am in fact a tiger. And it's so that's what really caught my attention. I was like, yeah, I am a tiger. And it's also the last year of the tiger, 12 years ago, was the year that I moved to China. So it was kind of like symbolic in a way, because, moving to China for me was a huge pivotal moment in my life. And I feel like this is yet another huge pivotal moment in my life that's going to send me on an upward trajectory of, where I want to go. And so I really do love the way that you have laid out the 21-day challenge. As you said, you could have just put all of those videos into one online course and said, here you go, have at it. But that's not what you do at all, because yes, that would be completely overwhelming. So you give us just enough information each day for what we need to do. And what I love the most about it is just how much you really hold our hands and walk us through the process, because I am the type of person who absolutely overthinks every single thing I do. And it completely just paralyzes me into inaction. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who struggles from overthinking. But the way you have it designed completely takes away all of the guesswork and makes it really easy to just keep moving forward. And not only do you have the videos with information about what to do, you also have the mindset videos that manage to get dripped out at just the exact time when you need them. There were some days where I was watching the video for that day thinking, how on earth am I going to do this? And going down my rabbit hole of like, why it's not going to work. And then I would watch the mindset video that would come out on that same day and be like, oh, yeah, you're right. That makes total sense. So I'm a huge fan of the 21-day challenge. It has been incredibly inspirational for me because back in the fall, when I decided this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be an independent teacher, I immediately got overwhelmed with, okay, so how am I going to make this happen? Where do I even start? Because I have a little bit of marketing knowledge just from, running a travel blog, having a YouTube channel, and email list. But applying it to teaching English online was very foreign to me. And you showed me exactly how to connect those dots. And it's honestly one of the best learning experiences that I've had in a really long time. So thank you.
Yeah, great to hear that. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. And the mindset video. So people come to the challenge, they were like, oh, I'm here to learn marketing. I'm here to learn sales. And then when they finish challenge, oh, I love the mindset. That's the best part of the challenge. Right? Yeah. It always happens like that.
Well, because, in this journey, like my own personal journey to basically be an entrepreneur through like having a travel blog and creating my own online course, that was the part that I always struggled with the most, is the mindset, because going out on your own is scary. It's terrifying. Let's be honest. And it's honestly like something that our brain does that comes from the days when we were hunter-gatherers, that fight or flight syndrome. And so it's just natural when you get into unfamiliar and uncomfortable territory for your brain to be like, no, this is scary. Go back to comfort, And so it really helps to have those that like to work on your mindset and to get to a point where you can deal with the imposter syndrome and the fear, because those things never go away. And it just looks different depending on like where you are in your journey. And so the best thing to do is to just learn how to deal with it and move forward anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
So one of my favorite parts about being an independent online teacher, and the most important thing for me, is being a digital nomad and being able to continue this lifestyle of working and living anywhere in the world.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the motivations for many teachers.
Right.
Being able to live independently, location independent. And we have a couple of teachers, actually a lot of teachers in our, in the inner circle, in our community. They're like everywhere, everywhere. They were like, oh, wow, you go there, right? So I think that's the type of life a lot of teachers want it when they first become the teacher entrepreneur, and also they can make it happen. And I know you are doing it, right? A lot of teachers doing it, and having a business that help you sustain this lifestyle is very important to all the teachers. And I think they're happy with where they are right now, because they're building their business. So every day, they're getting more progress from the business, and the things just getting better and better.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And being an independent teacher allows you to continue living the lifestyle. And it's something that I used to get really stressed out and anxious about my like first 1 or 2 years with VIP Kid, because there was a part of me that knew that, it could someday go away. And I used to like get really stressed out about it and think, what on earth will I do if this happens? If it does go away, how can I continue traveling full time? And in my opinion, for me personally, this is the best way to do it. So do you have anything else that you want to add about the challenge or about your business?
Yeah, so I would say it's simple. It's very simple. If you like the lifestyle, right, Rachel described, and if you like working for yourself, you want to try something new, right? Or you like teaching, right? You want to stay in teaching, but you don't know what you can do to actually to make a living out of teaching, then it doesn't hurt, just give it a try. The 21-day challenge, just 21 days. Try it out. If you like it, continue. If you don't like it, probably also can help you answer the question whether or not it's gonna for you. It's gonna be for you. And I will be honest, it's not for everyone. The teach entrepreneur thing is not for everyone. A lot of people just they don't like that type of thing they do. Then you get your answers. You can focus on something else, right? So it's simple. If anything we said today resonate with you, if you're like, oh, that's what I want. Oh, that's interesting. Just try it out. 21 days. Doesn't hurt. And also we have the money back guarantee. You join the challenge, then you say, hi, James, it didn't help me. I'll give you money back. It's simple. No, we didn't help you, right? No, we don't need your investment in the challenge, right? Just we'll give you money back. So it's very simple. It's not a hard decision. I think it's the more difficult part is the action you need to take. You have to take action, right? It doesn't matter what you do. You can wait for another few months. You can wait for another few years, right? The best would be just do it now, so you can have the answers. You have things going, right? The earlier you build your business, the sooner you will get successful. So it's very simple. Just do it. Give yourself this opportunity to try it out, right? And that's it. That's all I want to tell you guys if you're interested.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, really, you don't have anything to lose. If you get in there, you decide you don't like it, you have the money back guarantee. And I really honestly feel like if someone wants to do this and they actually do the work, they're not going to be asking for their money back because they're going to be happy with what they learn.
Yeah, it's only for people who just realize, oh, this is not what I expected. So they probably didn't read the description, like what this is, very carefully. They just realize, oh, that's not what I expected. Then it's okay. As long as it's a fit, that's what you're looking for. And we never disappointed any teachers since we launched it. Yeah. So you got a lot to learn, to gain, and for this small investment you can put in to your business.
Right. Exactly. So if people would like to learn more about you and your business and the challenge, where should they go?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere on social media, and you can always reach out to Rachel if you want to join the 21-day challenge. And I'll probably Rachel can share my YouTube channel or other profiles with you guys too. But yeah, send me a message, follow me, and ask questions, and we're there to help you guys.
Yes. So I'm going to leave all of the links to your website, also a link to the challenge and all of your social media profiles down in the description below. So for anyone watching, if you're interested in becoming an online independent English teacher, definitely join the challenge. The next one starts on April 1st, but then if you can't do it in April, then you can join on May 1st or even June 1st. This challenge happens every month. So it doesn't necessarily have to be next month. It'll be there when you're ready for it. And if you are interested in travel and becoming a digital nomad or just being a location independent teacher, check out our other content over on the blog or our other videos on YouTube. And thank you so much, James, for jumping on this call. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me today.
Okay, great. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.